Welcome to the Fasting Podcast, Wow, Wellness and Optimal Weight. I'm your host, Julie Phillips, certified natural health professional for 2 decades, bringing you episode 116, Satiety, Fats, Carbs, or Protein. What about satiety? It's a feeling of being satisfied with the food you've eaten such that we aren't quickly craving more food or hungry prematurely. If we eat a satisfying meal, we may go 3 to 5 hours between the meals. Satiety is such a key to weight loss and maintenance, as well as achieving our desired fasting window or duration. How long are we going to fast? Yet few plans for weight loss or maintenance even talk about satiety. Dehydration is often a big barrier to satiety, mistaking, especially as we get older, thirst for hunger. Normally, rule of thumb in natural health is half your body weight in ounces of pure water per day, mostly away from the meals. So a target weight of 180 pounds would be cut in half, 90 ounces per day, mostly between meals again. And pure water is important. We've done previous episodes on hydration. Processed, refined, or man-made foods are not good at satiating us physiologically. Instead, we should be considering all organic natural foods and a variety of food. So in what sequence might we think of satiating organic macronutrients? And the first one would be protein. Many people are protein deprived, and we have done previous episodes on protein. Secondly, believe it or not, there's a special form of carbohydrates called fiber or fiber-rich foods. You might want to check out episode 63, and that is very highly satiating, helps to fill up our stomach and keep us feeling full longer, slows down the absorption of the sugar or the sugar levels in the body. So that is great, and it is a form of carbohydrates technically. Third one would be healthy fats, which can trigger our very important hunger hormones of leptin and ghrelin, which also are balanced in our deep sleep. We covered leptin and ghrelin in our previous episode 115, so you may want to check that one out. And lastly, the fourth one would be non-fiber carbs. But always we're talking in this podcast of using organic, natural carbs, not the man-made carbs. But even the natural carbs, which are non-fiber, can affect insulin levels significantly, and they're not typically very satiating. Think about if you sat down and ate, for example, a piece of cake. How long would you be hungry? Whereas opposed if you ate, for example, an organic filet mignon, how long would you feel satiated after that? So we're talking carbs versus protein at the different ends of the spectrum. Now let's talk about avoiding some hindrances to satiety and enhancing satiety. Besides processed food being an issue, as we talked about, dehydration, insufficient protein and fiber, and too many carbs, the net carbs, the regular non-fiber carbs, let's talk about the top one being nutrient deficiency, either missing from our diet or good absorption. So we really do need good gut health for that. Emotional or stress-related issues are a topic that we could address, and mindful eating and stress management would be great little techniques to use here. Needing to spend more time eating and focusing on what we're eating and who we're visiting with, because it could take about 20 minutes for the brain to register that we're full. So the people that are always in a hurry and eating in 5 minutes and off on the run or watching TV or playing on their computer while they're eating, this might be a hindrance they could overcome to satiety. As we talked about in the previous episode 115, poor or insufficient deep sleep, where the leptin and ghrelin hormones are balancing, can be a factor you could control and improve upon. Also, you might want to start the meals with a healthy broth-based organic soup or nutrient-dense raw organic salad. And that way, by the time you get to the rest of the meal, you may be much more satisfied. Include the high-fiber organic choices that take longer to digest and may help you feel fuller longer. And in addition to the high-fiber kinds of food like avocado, include water-rich foods like greens, veggies, watermelons, organic oranges, and peaches. Include high-quality proteins in most meals, especially in the morning. And these proteins can really help to satiate you and feed your body's ability to build muscle, maintain the vital organs and components in the body, and even things like not just muscle, but also enzymes in the body are made of protein, hormones, neurotransmitters. So many things vital in the body are actually made of protein. What about spicing up our food with healthy spices that can help you feel satiety, like red cayenne pepper? Different kinds of herbs and seasoning may enhance the pleasure of the food and enhance satiety at the same time. Choose organic healthy fats, including some of the proteins like wild-caught salmon would have a lot of healthy fats in it. The veggies like avocado that we mentioned have healthy fat in them, and those can help with the leptin and ghrelin hormone. Now, some people like to use vinegar, which can possibly lower the glucose and insulin response to a meal, increasing satiety. Plentiful pure water, mostly away from meals, we covered, but please remember this is a crucial topic to deal with, and half our weight in ounces per day. I really like that guideline myself. Consider eating a small size plate rather than a regular big plate, so that if you desire to, quote, clean the plate, then now if it's a smaller plate filled with excellent foods, and a good variety of foods, by the way, variety is really helpful in satiety, but remember, always choose organic. Stay busy between your meals and enjoy your company if you're eating with others. Healthy gut with friendly flora, extra enzymes, 2 to 3 good bowel movements per day, killing candida or yeast overgrowth. These can all help with maintaining good satiety levels. And consider a fasting window of 16 to 18 hours per day, where maybe you're eating caloric food 6 to 8 hours per day. And personally, based on studies, I like 2 to 3 meals, preferably 2, without snacks for what I choose to put in my eating window. Check out our website at jpwowprograms.com, and please refer others to this podcast in YouTube. If you have any questions or would like to provide feedback, email me, Julie, at jpwowprograms.com. Stay positive, focused, and determined, because where the mind goes, energy flows.